Hi everyone, I'm Jamie Haney and I'm an artist, and I wanted to show you how I am going to paint my face today for Halloween because it's my favorite holiday ever. And this time I'm going to make a tree spirit. And I've had stuff similar but not exact. So you could call this a woodland spirit, woodland fairy, but I'm going to call it a tree spirit because I'm going to paint a bunch of tree limbs and roots on my face. So thanks for joining me. We're going to start with, I have my well-loved and used Snazaroo kit here that you can get at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any place like that online. Comes with a bunch of stuff that's already missing here, like some glitter, and I think they give you some little bitty sponges, but I like to buy the professional sponges from facepaintforum.com, I believe is where I get these, and they come whole, and I cut them in half because you can get more color on it that way, and plus it gives it a nifty little corner to get into your eye better. And these paints are really good because they're not like greasy. You know how some of the Halloween paint makes your face feel greasy and wet the whole night or day, and these go on wet, but then they dry, almost feels like makeup, just kind of like you got makeup on. And if they come off with water, so if you get stuck in rain, don't wipe it because it'll come right off. And I use it always for my lipstick too whenever I'm doing my faces, only because usually I want something just to blend in perfectly. And if you lick your lips and eat anything like I always do at the Halloween parties that I get to go to, I just carry it in a little bag with me and bring my individual colors, like I think this one is Tulip brand, and I take a brush with me, and that is my lipstick for the night. So there's a tip. Brushes, I used to do face painting for kids. I don't do it so much anymore, but I have all my stuff. So here's a bunch of brushes that I use. You may recognize some of these as craft brushes from like Michael's. You get them in a kit of like $5 for, I don't know, 8 brushes, something like that. And then the Snazaroo has theirs sitting right next to their paints, and they're good. I'm happy with them. They're fine. I mean, I'm not doing contests, trying, at these big fancy expos, which I'm sure they have really good stuff there. I do like to use some Tag products, and Wolf. Here's a Tag that I use, but I won't be using that today. The rainbow is very good from Tag. The glitter gel is good. I like that. Although I've heard you can make your own with like aloe vera gel, like from the makeup section, and you can just add your glitter to it. But don't buy the glitter, or don't put the glitter that you use for crafts, because that can cut you and get it in your eyes and hurt. They make a special glitter that's just for face paint, and it might even be called food grade. I can't remember. But make sure you get the right glitter. You don't want to end up blind. That would be terrible. Or scratch your retina or something. Okay, so we're going to start, and I'm going to start with my little wedge round sponge here. Get it wet. You can hear me wringing it out. So I've wrung it out. It's pretty wet. I always have a wet rag and a dry rag. And I don't know, I'm not big on paper towels. I like to reuse stuff. So I think I'm going to start with my eyes, which I'm going to make black. So I am taking this, and I got a little black left in here. I'm going to try to use it all off of my kit. So this is all I'm doing. Rub, rub, rub. Make sure that there is enough water on your sponge to really get that on there. And if you don't have enough, then you'll tell right away because it will not color very good. So I'm going to look in my mirror here, and hopefully you can see everything. I'll start underneath my eye. And I'm kind of going for some hollowed out eye look because I'm all about going scary. Okay, so I can tell I'm close, but I could stand to have a little more color on there. So I'm going to dab some more. You get it too watery and it won't show up good. Alright, so it dries pretty quick. I'll do my eyes up here, cover my eyebrows, saw a really cool trick on Pinterest on how to hide your eyebrows with, oh, what was it, a glue stick. I'm gonna have to try that next year. All the different costumes that I've been, oh, a swamp zombie, which I may redo that because I did not have very good pictures, and I really, really liked that one. I painted myself all green, and I've been the voodoo queen, voodoo priestess. Okay, so try to get this to dry. Hopefully I can figure out how to speed the video up so you don't have to watch some of the monotonous stuff. Okay, so there I am with my black eyes, and I've just used one corner, so see, I could turn around and use another color with that corner. And I think that I'm going to paint up around my hairline. And let's see, what color do I like? Let's try brown. I am going to use another sponge that I already have ready, although it really doesn't matter. And I have brown here, a little bitty brown. I think I got too much water in it. Again, I'm just using the brown that comes with the kit. This kit has all kinds of colors: green, orange, blue, red, yellow, pink, and brown, white, and then it has two metallic colors, a pink and a purple, which was great for princesses when I was doing kids' face paint. Alright, so I'm a tree spirit, and to me, trees have a lot of brown in them. Go way up in your hairline, unless you've got bangs, and then you wouldn't necessarily have to. I always do. I always go way overboard. And I want to kind of feather this down. And I'm not sure yet what color I'm going to mix this with. Let's get some contouring. Get some more paint. Contouring is like, kind of makes your cheeks pop out a little bit more, especially if you got a little chubby round face like I do. Contouring is your friend. So see those jowls there? Let's just try to get rid of those. Wish it was that easy in real life. So see, my face already looks slimmer. Ah. Alright. I gotta leave this area light enough so you can see the branches that I'm going to do. Although I could put white branches on there. That might look kind of cool too. What do you think? I think I'll stick to the original black plan. And in that case, let's get some white going. So I'm going to get a little more water on my sponge. Go to my white, which has a little bit of gunk mixed in with it. No telling what kind of colors are in there, and there's glitter. Oh well, it's all good. So now I go in and I'm blocking in the white. You don't really want to drag, dab. Dabbing is better. Go right over my lips. Dabbing gets you a more consistent color. Make sure you have enough face paint on your sponge. You could use a brush for this if you wanted to. It's just a lot faster with it this way. You could, I might even throw some green in there. So Halloween is on Saturday, and my little boy has got a birthday party to go to, of all days. He never really gets into Halloween like I do, though. I don't think he's all that heartbroken about it. All this time, he's 9 and a half. I've been waiting for him to get into the scary, spooky costumes. Because I go scary. I always go scary. And I've been waiting for him to want to go scary. Because I am going to set him up. Hook him up. But this year we made him, or I made him, I should say. He really didn't have much interest in it, other than agreeing to it. Minecraft. Head with a box. Printing out green squares everywhere. That's his thing this year. Minecraft. I think he was some sort of military thing last year. Off those games. Was it Call of Duty? Alright. So it's covered pretty good. So you can go in and refine a little bit as you get going. So my brown kind of got lightened up a little there. Go in and blend it down a little. That looks kind of good. And this is just kind of the background for my tree branches and roots. I think I'm going to get some green in there somehow. You can mix these colors too. I have. Like if you need a gray, then I would put a little white out and get a lot of water in it and make a little puddle somewhere, and then dab a little bit of black in it till you get the right shade of gray. But right now I have green. I just hope it's going to be the right color green. I'll use the other side of my brown. Oh, no, I think I already used that for white. I guess I'll use the other side for black. Alright, I don't want to be mint green. I think this is going to be like Frankenstein green. It ought to be okay. I can mix some brown with it if I want to dull it down. Where am I going to put that? I think I'll mix it in here. Because, you know, a tree spirit. Who's ever seen a tree spirit? I mean, come on, I'm just making this shit up. Oh, excuse my language. Beep. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Good and muddy. That's what I wanted. You see that? Kind of going transitioning down from brown to this green. It's kind of cool, huh? Alright, I'm going to bring it down a little further. Just keep working it. It doesn't look too bad, huh? A little more green. Black. Put some black over here too. Kind of make that fade away. All those gray hairs. Where are those coming from? Ugh. Time to retouch. How's that looking? Look green, more green over here. Always look in your mirror and see, sit back and see if you're even. Because that kind of helps you look a lot better. I don't want it lopsided. It's easy to get lopsided. So when I'm ready to take this off, it comes off just with my normal face soap. I use Neutrogena bar, and it comes right off. It's non-cosmogenic, or however you say that word, so it'll make you break out. And I haven't used it on any kid that complained about it burning or anything. It's all good stuff. Okay, so now I've patted the green into the white, and I'm slowly not looking so white. I like a white look because that is kind of ghosty, but I don't really want to be a ghost this year. I want it to have more green to not look quite so ghosty. More spirity, like. tree spirit. So I'm keep on working this in. A little more green in. And if it starts getting too dry, although I want it a little dry right now because that kind of helps me not completely cover the white. So I haven't added any more water to this. Got some flesh color poking out there. Can't have that. I may have to come back with some brown and blend all that in. But remember, my plan, get all up in your nose there too. Do I have any bats in a cave? Okay. And I use Ivory soap bar to clean my brushes. And I always keep my brushes, since I'm an artist, I have brushes that I paint and I use acrylics most of the time, sometimes oils. But as an artist you always have, you know, special, you don't want to mix. I don't want to mix my oil brushes with my acrylic brushes. The same way with face paints. My face paint brushes are strictly for face paint. I don't want to get any kind of foreign chemical, if you will, like acrylic. Although I used to use acrylic on my face before I discovered all this cool face paint back in the day. But if I ever do another kid, I don't want my brushes to be contaminated with another that might make somebody break out, including you. So make sure you keep your brushes dedicated just for face painting, and then clean them out with just plain ivory soap. That works for me, and that way you know ivory is so easy on the skin. It won't hurt. Okay, this is kind of looking cool. I'm just about ready to get into some line work. That'll be with the brush, but I would like to have a little more faded with the black. So I need a little more water, just a tad. Dip it in and then squeeze it out. You kind of want it, you know, if I squeeze it real hard, a little drips would come out, but that's good. That's what I want. I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to make this a little more faded. I don't want quite the demarcation that I have on there now. I'm going to just keep working this. Up around my eyebrows I'm not as concerned because my hairy eyebrows are kind of softening it. We're having to make sure I leave enough room for all the line work that I'm going to do to show up. I'm going to bring some more dark in here. And since this isn't totally black, you'll be able to see the black over it. And I might go in with some white, like I said earlier. Some white branches. Hey, maybe it's a sycamore, right? I kind of look like a witch, don't I? So see, you could even go with a witch at this point. Your end costume kind of dictates what you really are. I've been a banshee before with a white and black face. I have tutorials, or at least pictures, showing you various stages of makeup on my website, which is JamieHaney.com. That's JAIMEHANEY.com. And go at the top, I have a list of menu items, and under them, I might have a miscellaneous. I should have checked first, I can't remember. But there's costume creations. Look for that. And I have 5, as of right now, 5 on there, but when I add this, there'll be 6. So, and you can see what all I've done. I did one with Red Death, which I thought was really cool. I really liked that one. If anyone knows of the story with what baby? With Vincent Price. Here's the Red Death. Back to this. Okay, so I think I'm ready for line work. I'm going to use my brush, my Snazaroo. I think it's, no, this might not even be Snazaroo. This is one of those craft brushes that comes in these other colors. I gotta nice and soft. They're not too stiff, and they have a give though. You don't want them too soft because then you can't get enough stiffness to make a nice, what am I trying to say? You know, branch or line that you're creating. So I'm loading my brush up. I'll show you how I do that. Here's my black. I'm putting black on right now. Smear it around in there. Make sure you get lots of black on there. You can see that brush. This might not be thin enough. I may need to get a little skinnier one. We'll see. If it's a good brush and has a good point, you can get a pretty good tip on it. Oh my goodness. I'm going way over on time. So I'm going to start with some roots off my lips. Just drag. So I paint faces kind of like I paint my real paintings. Push and drag to get different thicknesses. I think I need to look in the mirror for those. I have some overlapping. Keep that brush wet. You see that? Send some over this way. Alright, get a little more water. Go up here to my eyes. Let's have some big trees starting up here. Going up, branches. See, kind of slightly roll how branches do. So I'm thinking I want to try to keep it symmetrical. Not exactly, but at least it'll kind of look it. So I can't do this with my hand not being in your way. So this tree's kind of going up that way. How's that looking? That branch goes way over there. Keep your brush loaded. Now for my costume, I made a headpiece. I went out and got snapped off some willow branches. That I've got a bunch of willow trees. And I made them fit my head. And I tied them together with some bread ties so they'd stay. And then I also gathered some pine cones and some chrysanthemums because they stay pretty for so long. And I picked up these little sycamore, they're not nuts, they're, I don't know what they are, just tree litter, you know. And I hot glued all that stuff together and made a real pretty headpiece to go along with my costume. This year, I did not plan very good. Time management is not my best skill. So I didn't have my wearable costume ready. So I had to throw something together. And I, of course, went to Pinterest and looked for something. I think I like that. So now I'm going to do stuff down here. Cut across that way. And Pinterest had this skirt. I had tulle. So I made this skirt out of tulle. I had black and purple and some green and some gold. My hair, curly hair getting in the way. Keep it real kind of milky. Not a little bit thicker than milk, maybe like cream. Anyway, my costume, I already had the big Halloween party that I get invited to every year. It's a big, everyone dresses up. It's so much fun. And my costume didn't look very good. Let me tell you what, tulle is not the chubby girl's friend. I looked about 10 times bigger than I feel like I look. I hope I don't look that big. Oh well. Time to hit the treadmill, huh? It's my own fault. Alright. I just like to eat too much. How's that looking? That's looking pretty cool. But I had bought some real pretty brown satin fabric that I was going to make like an A-line skirt, and I was going to make wings for myself to kind of be a woodland fairy. And I found these antlers that I thought would kind of go along with that. Alright, this is looking pretty good, huh? Looking like trees and spooky stuff. See, trees are nothing more than just lines. Think about how a real tree looks. Go out there and look at them. If you don't know where to start. It's easy. Anybody can do it. Just build one branch after another. Try to keep it, I see how I kind of got it symmetrical. Not everything's exactly alike, but enough to where it looks even. So I'm getting pretty close there. I would finish off with getting way up close, fill in my eyes. Because I don't like all that stuff. I'm just doing this for you guys for the tutorial. But I might even stick some false eyelashes on there. I'm not sure how to do that. I have never done that. But I bought them for this year. And I forgot to wear them. Just like with my antlers. I forgot to wear my antlers. So get it way close. Don't get it in your eye. If you have a sharp brush like I do, you can get up real close. And then, you know, get down like eyeliner. It kind of does burn if you get it in your eyes, but it's not going to kill you. And if you get creases in your eyes from opening them up before they were dry, just go in and touch them up. See, like that. Alright, what can I do to make it better? This side here kind of bothers me. Maybe I need to just have more lines. Kind of take away from that. Let's just try some more lines. I have to use my mirror again. You could even draw in some eyelash branches. Yeah, I kind of like that. Or wrinkles, however you want to look at it. See? Branches? Cool. See, I guess we could flare up our eyebrows too. That always kind of adds a little wicked look. Let's see how I go over my eyebrows. Always have a big arch in your eyebrow, and that kind of gives you a more devious look. So just going up to a point here. Kind of looks more mask-like, which I'm digging that. That's all right. glare coming out on me. Tree Spirit. Let's see what it looks like if I paint my lips black. Cross. Kind of using the side of my brush to do some filling. I'm breathing in to try to dry it. Ooh, I got one way out of whack. Not exactly right, but kind of looks better now, doesn't it? Tree Spirit. Oh, some eyelashes. That would just top it off. Maybe I'll put them on and take a picture.